What's up, guys? My name's Brent Smith,
Kayla Smith.
and we are Cauliflower Ear Family. All right, today it's going to be a solo podcast today. The missus is working, so today I want to talk about getting off plateaus. We all hit them. They suck. But here's a couple tips and tricks to kind of get past that point. For me, whenever I feel like I'm hitting a plateau, I will change things up. So that's one of the first things that I end up doing is if I feel like I'm getting stagnant, I guess, in a way, because when you hit that plateau, you kind of feel like you're hitting like a stagnant level. What I will do is I will change up my game. So I've been constantly going for wrist locks and lapel guard, which I am for now. Say I'm constantly going for that, and then it's all of a sudden just starting to get shut down. I will change up my game. Like, I don't really like arm bars that much. I don't like guillotines. But I will kind of force myself into those submissions or maybe a certain sweep or a certain guard. So going from your bread and butter, which if you've been working on a guard or something for long enough, it'll always be there. All right. So you can just put that on the back burner and start to work on something else. So lapel guard's not working for you. They're shutting it down. Your training partners know what you're doing. Maybe just switch to something else, like close guard. Go to close guard and start arm barring everybody. And then it'll in a way kind of throw them off as well, because you have changed your game. But you'll also learn more. So, and a lot of jiu-jitsu is learning and progressing, the journey. Like when I first started jiu-jitsu, like the black belt, that was the goal. After 13 years, I know the black belt's going to be there, but the journey is the most important part. So getting through those plateaus by changing up your style, that is my number one go-to. And that's just me personally. I'm sure there's a lot of different ways that people like to change up things or get off the plateaus. So that would be my first tip. Just change up your game. Work your defense instead. Purposely give up passes and back mount, and work your defense, because the defense is going to be super important too. You might be smashing through people in your gym with whatever you're doing, but there's going to be a point, especially if you compete, that you will come across somebody that knows how to shut your game down. So defense is super important as well. I'd say my second tip would be take a break. It doesn't have to be for that long. Maybe you're burning out, you're hitting that plateau because you've just been pushing yourself. You've been trying to go 3 times a day. You've been trying to train 7 days a week. And I mean, that's kind of the goal early on, but you tend to realize that it doesn't work as well, especially if you have other things, like you have a family or you have a 9-to-5 job. That will throw a wrench into being able to do training that much. But if you feel like you're hitting a plateau, sometimes a break is very much needed. I've taken breaks for a month at a time before, and it actually really helped my game. I came back, and then it's like nothing. I didn't lose anything, and that's the beautiful thing about jiu-jitsu is it's kind of like riding a bike. You can come right back to it, and even if you do suck that first couple days, you'll get back into the groove of things. Then you'll enjoy it more, because plateaus, because they do suck, you tend to not enjoy your training as much, because that white belt that shouldn't be giving you any trouble is just completely doing whatever they want to you, and that's not the way it should be if you've been training for a while, but that's the way it is. So changing up your style, taking a break, and just really like reevaluating how you are training. And that will really help get off those plateaus. So really those are like the two like main things that I will do. I'm sure there's other tips and tricks and stuff like that. So if you have any like suggestions, drop them in a comment, and it very well could be something that I haven't even thought of. So plateaus suck. You'll get through them. You'll have your highs, you'll have your lows. But it's part of the journey. Enjoy the journey. All right, the second topic I wanted to touch on was dealing with defeat. I started competing about 3 months after I started training, and I lost a lot. So I didn't even get my first tap in competition until 2 years in. So, and I don't know if that was like my mind frame going in, and that very well could have been. But being able to deal with that defeat, which I learned early on, is super important in jiu-jitsu. Every dog has its day. So you might be doing super awesome and just destroying everybody in every tournament that you compete in, but at some point somebody is going to beat you. Somebody is going to have their day to where they're better than you. They might not normally be better than you, but they're going to be better than you on that day. So being able to deal with that, and usually when I step off the mat, even if I've done like really well, but I made some mistakes, I'm really hard on myself. Even though I know how to deal with defeat because I have done it, it's still, my expectations on myself are so high that it makes it difficult to deal with in the present moment. So dealing with defeat, like the first thing I like to do is watch the video of the match. So a lot of times that'll make me feel better about how I did, because in the moment you don't know what's going on. You might know what's going on, but you forget a lot of what happened. It's like, oh, how did we end up in that position? And video is the best way to figure that out. So if you don't have somebody like videotaping your matches, I highly recommend doing that. So if you can get somebody to even hold your phone, like, I mean, I guess you'd have to trust a stranger, but that's an option. Just be like, hey, can you record this? Or I've actually gotten video from people I competed against. So usually there's somebody at least recording it that you'll be able to watch it and see, okay, well, how did I do? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? And then you can really dissect the match and then try to sharpen up both offense and defense. So I think that's really a great way to help deal with that defeat, like kind of a coping mechanism, dealing with that gross feeling. A lot of times too, you're going to have your teammates and you're going to have your loved ones, and they're going to try to lift you up. But if you're like me, like that doesn't work as well. So, but that does help, like the positive reinforcement, like, hey, you did awesome. It does help, but it's not really something that works as well for me. So if you can get the video to where you can watch it and really digest like what happened and then dissect what happened, then you'll be able to like really like go into training and start to try to sharpen up your game. Because with jiu-jitsu, I've said it before, it's a journey. If you stop now, then what was the point in the last 10 years? So watch the video. Have people around you that are going to lift you up. I mean, I guess sometimes people need some harsh truths. I've been told, like, my wife will yell at me because I will lock something in, and then if I feel like it's not working, I will let it go. And then she'll be like, he was turning purple. Why did you let it go? And that's something the videos will show me as well. So, feedback. I guess in general, feedback is like what will help you in dealing with that defeat. Sometimes after a tournament, you might need a break, like to really like process things. If that's what helps you get through it, then I recommend doing it. So, but like my main tip, I guess, would be to have that physical video to really to where you can figure out what happened. So that's all I got for you guys today. Usually I can riff off of Kayla, but she's not here, so I thought I'd try something a little different. So thanks for watching. We still have our Mother's Day collection going on, so check out cauliflowerearfamily.com. Use discount code THANKYOU10 and get 10% off your order. Sign up for our email list. Like we send out discount codes through there too, and we have a sweet technique videos going out every Tuesday for Technique Tuesday. So check it out, sign up for the newsletter, and I'll see you next time.